What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the biggest Chris 2 official in this biz, man. Hey, man, how y'all doing today, man? Hey, y'all see by the title, we got another Moist Critical, aka Penguins video. I know him as Moist Critical. I mean, that's what I first met him as. So if y'all, you know what I'm saying, prefer one or the other, you know what I'm saying, y'all let me know. But we're reacting to another one of his videos today, man. Justin Roiland's situation just got wild. I don't know what's been going on. I've been seeing him on my social media, but I don't know what's been going on. I've just kept scrolling, but the more he pops up, the more curious I've been. I guess that's the algorithm. I guess that's the world or the matrix, you know what I'm saying, know what I'm doing, you feel me, know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, to keep the eyes on me, to keep making them pop up in my feed. So I guess I just got to figure out what's going on for myself just to get it over with, you feel me? So, man, hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe below, man. And y'all know what we got with us here today, with us again. Yeah, always, you feel me? You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, make sure y'all enjoy the video. Grab your stuff, you ain't got none. If you take special healing herb too, if you have problems and you take the special healing herb too, let me get a foe down below. And y'all should know why. Let me get a foe down below. You know what I'm saying? Big foes down, man. Let's get into it, man. Y'all enjoy it.
There's been a huge update to the Justin Roiland situation. A new chapter is dropped, and man, what a plot twist this one came with. I'm sure all of you already know, but I'll just briefly bring you up to speed since it's been a couple months. It recently came to light that Justin Roiland has been secretly battling domestic battery and false imprisonment charges from his ex-girlfriend. He was accused following an incident in 2020 and since...
What we know about Justin Roiland feeling the Rick and Morty High on Life creator. I did not know he made Rick and Morty. I did not know he made Rick and Morty. That probably explains why he has so many problems. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because in my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying, y'all let me know if I'm on, drop a 1 if I'm on. My personal opinion, you feel me? The creator of Rick and Morty had to be crazy, bro. And so I guess it's all coming up to light. Because the things I've seen in there was like, But you all got to think about it. He knows stuff we don't know, because who's going to make a whole TV show about that? And you know what I'm saying? He got to know other stuff. He probably part of the Illuminati. Hey, you people, hey, y'all getting exposed now. You Illuminati people get exposed. Come to the light.
Since then, over the last few years, has gone to like pre-trials and hearings about the situation, and all of it was revealed earlier this year, which shocked the world and left the Rick and Morty fans thoroughly squanched. Following this news, Justin Roiland was fired from Adult Swim, he was fired from Solar Opposites, and he resigned from his development studio, Squanch
Damn, buddy got the same issue I got. Buddy can't keep a job or hold a job. Damn.
Games. It was also scheduled to go into the next phase of all of this with a trial. However, today, everyone's trick hole got glorbed. It was announced that the domestic violence charges against Justin Roiland, this whole case, was dismissed. According to a spokesperson for the district attorney's office,
hey, that's what you get for being famous, bro.
We dismissed the charges today because there was insufficient evidence to prove
No, he's reading it.
the case beyond reasonable doubt. They further added that significant additional information came to light. That additional information that came to light that surfaced here in the fourth quarter with the buzzer beater to stop this from going to trial is not elaborated upon. It hasn't been made public, obviously, so we can only speculate. I have no fucking idea what it could have been.
Famous, bro.
Maybe Justin Roiland sent a rough draft for Rick and Morty Season 9 to the district attorney and he loved it so much he dismissed the case on the spot. There's no telling. Nothing about the case really has ever been made public. Not even the actual incident that occurred in 2020. None of it has been made public, so a lot of this has just been through legal speak and pretty vague about the actual occurrence as well as the particulars around it. So this additional information that eventually led to the case being dismissed, we don't know what it was. So because of that, it's left a lot of people on Twitter to start talking about how foul play could have been involved here, some under-the-table dealings, bribery.
He's famous, bro. He's famous. You know there's foul play. You can't tell me that famous people don't get away with stuff when Damus and Idris, or however you say that, then they name from Snowfall. Bo literally just said on an interview that EA be giving celebrities free like extra upgrades on games. If you think that they gonna cheat in the game, they not gonna cheat in real life. Hey, you let me know. You know what I'm saying? If 1 + 1 equals 2 and 2 + 2 equals 4, and a duck is a duck and a goose is a goose. I mean,
Weird things like that, corruption.
damn.
I don't know about all of that. There's really no telling.
Please, went out
Since
on
again,
me.
none of the information about any of this was ever really made public. Though I will admit, I do think it is a little odd how quickly it got thrown out once it made it into the media cycle. This has been something that's been going on for a few years now. I'm assuming there must have been some level of substantiated evidence behind the claims. Otherwise, how the fuck would it have made it this far along the legal process? I would imagine this would have got slapped down immediately if they never had any evidence in the first place, just this giant fucking nothing burger. I assume there must have been something, but now they're citing an insufficient evidence to support the claims. So I do get why people are a little heebie-jeebied about it. I do understand. And like I said in my last video, I am still surprised that Adult Swim and Solar Opposites both acted so quickly to shit-can Roiland before he was ever even found guilty on the charges. I assumed at the time that they must have had additional information that the public didn't have into the insights and the inner workings of this case, and they fired Roiland based on that.
Hey.
But it's looking...
Of course they had inside information, Moist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying you don't know, but nah, yeah. You just said he worked there. 10 billion% they had inside information. 10 billion% before he was found guilty or of anything like that. Yeah, but he definitely knew something and fired his ass.
Something like that wasn't the case since he is presumably innocent now since this case has been dropped. So that leads me to believe that either they acted in order to wipe the dog shit of his reputation off of their shoe as quickly as possible as to not hurt their brand, and it was just bad optics
That
to keep
too.
him around, or they fired him based on all of the other allegations against him, some of which were made by co-workers and still current employees of these productions.
Okay, that'll
none
do
of
it
these
too.
have been fully confirmed, so of course take them with a grain of salt, but
Okay.
a lot of his co-workers have come out very strong against him, citing that he was extremely lazy and actually hadn't had an active
Bro,
role in the
I
development of-
love this dude, bruh. I love this dude. He always go gets the proof. He's always gonna go get the proof. He's not ever gonna just come up here and just talk about shit. He's gonna say what he gotta say and then back it up with facts. What I say about him last time, he's Jesus. He's Jesus. Who do you know who's gonna go find information and then put it in front of you and you actually like, okay, and you listen to this nigga talk. Because why? Bro, he's smart, know what he talking about, proves you the facts. Like, why not listen to him? Wow, man, I love this dude. I ain't gonna lie, I love this dude.
of Rick and Morty in a long time, refusing to work, difficult to work with. And the way some other colleagues talk about him make it sound like he was an actual toddler in the office. So they'd say, like, they didn't even know he was in until they'd hear his dogs or his remote-controlled toy cars zooming around the office. So they describe him as just being difficult to work with and that they didn't really like his presence, which I guess may have been something Adult Swim and Solar Opposites would have taken into account. And then a lot of these degenerate DMs started leaking. Of course, none of the sources are 100% confirmed as authentic or anything. He would flirt as if he was actually fucking Morty from the show in real life, so he'd say things like insane in the membrane and like, "Ahooga, boobies, boobies." Like, the text...
Damn. I almost died laughing. But nah, that was... Nah, ain't no way. What'd he do?
Ahooga, boobies, boobies. Like, the text...
Ahooga, boobies. That was funny.
text messages were really fucking embarrassing. And there are even allegations that at least one of the people that he was flirting with was underage, and others were like people he had worked with before. None of it has been confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt, like as 100% real.
But he gonna confirm it though. You know why? Because he's Jesus.
Big shitstorm that Justin Roiland was facing in the midst of all of this, and a lot of allegations. Now, since the case has been dismissed, he has made a statement, but he doesn't address anything outside of the felonies he was facing. Roiland says, "I've always known that these claims were false, and I had never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. That it may have succeeded, even partially, is shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my creative
Now look, now check this though. He said, he said something about his ex, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. Okay, so maybe he did something to the girl. Maybe, or not like abuse. Now, besides the abuse stuff, abuse is wrong. First of all, abuse is wrong. If Justin Holland was abusing anybody, that's wrong. 10,000%. That's not okay. Okay, but besides the abuse part, you know how females be. When you have money, and you know what I'm saying, like that's all I'm saying. What if it's that side? You feel me? Maybe it's that side of things. And she said he did this, and so this just, you know what I'm saying, avalanche into a big old thing because he's Justin Roiland. You feel me? So maybe that's what it is. I mean, who knows? I'm just saying stuff out there. I'm just you feel me? Give him the chance.
Restoring my good name. I do think it's a little odd that he's choosing to use the word canceled here when all of these charges were private. None of this was ever made public. The ex has never come out publicly. None of the information has ever been made public. All of this was handled behind closed doors and only made it to the public eye because of some sleuthing from media outlets, I believe, since the trial was not too far into the future. If the allegations are actually false, I still don't know if cancellation would have been the motivation behind it. Because I feel like if the goal was cancellation, the ex would have come forward and publicly revealed all of this information.
Facts.
Instead of trying to handle it legally. Like, that wouldn't really make sense for that goal if it was cancellation to try and handle it like behind closed doors. I feel like they would have wanted to do everything in their power.
So hold on, so now I'm interested. So now I'm really interested in this. Because I ain't gonna lie, he right. If she wasn't trying to cancel him, everything was private, you know people be nosy. Like, we know people be nosy, you feel me? Like, that's life. You know what I'm saying? And that social media was stepped out of their lane. You feel me? So really, he gotta abandon social media, so maybe it wasn't abuse or anything like that crazy. I'm not saying it was or wasn't, I don't know for sure. This is my first time hearing about it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, yeah, you feel me? He did something that he don't like, or something that she don't like, excuse me, something like that. So maybe, you feel me? Let's watch, let's tune in. I'm interested, let's tune in.
To like publicly drag Justin Roiland around and talk about all of this. And as you can imagine, a lot of people aren't super happy about Roiland's response here, citing that he doesn't really seem to understand that even though he was able to prove his innocence to the legal system and prove at least that the charges didn't have enough evidence to support them, they weren't strong enough to lead to a conviction on the accusations, that innocence wasn't proven to the public. And in fact, the public has never even known exactly what the fuck even happened in the first place with the incident. So a lot of people took issue with him talking about how disappointed he is that people believed the lies from his embittered ex, which I do agree is kind of odd because, again, there's never been any specifics about what happened or even what this whole thing is even about, other than the fact that Roiland, for a few years now, has had 2 felonies that he's been fighting: domestic violence and false imprisonment. And people were talking about like, oh wow, that's pretty concerning that that's happening. Those are scary charges. So that's all people have ever had access to, and even now, after the case has been dismissed, people still don't know what the fuck was even going on to begin with.
Set it straight. Set it straight there, boy.
Lock and key. So even though the charges got dropped, for a lot of people, that's not good enough since he wasn't proven innocent publicly, since none of the information is public. So a lot of people are still saying that there is a chance that there really was a victim here that was just unable to provide enough evidence to convince others that this event happened, even if it really did. So it's just been a mess. So all the public can do is look at the fact that he was battling these very serious felonies and say, fuck, that's not good. That is scary. Those aren't, light felonies by any means. That's the only information that the public has ever had access to, and the only thing that they can base
I got a couple felonies on me. Nah, I'll play it.
their perspective on. Now the case has been dismissed. Obviously, that changes a bit. And if all the allegations are truly false, then that is a crime in and of itself and should be taken very seriously. If it is proven that everything that has happened was based upon an embittered ex lying to ruin Justin Roiland's reputation and try and ruin his life, that is a very serious thing as well that also needs to be addressed. So the whole thing is just...
But I bet my whole life that it wouldn't, though. If it was that way, if this was all cap, and Justin Roiland was 100% innocent and this was all a lie, and that girl raised all this commotion over a lie, I promise you, on my life, y'all see my hand? On my life, she will not get no type of consequences just because she's a female. No ifs, ands, buts, questions, or anything about it. I'm sorry, and that's just the truth. I'm always going to speak the truth to y'all, family, and the truth has been said. If this goes that way, she is not going to get nothing. I'm sorry. Justin, you're fucked.
Just a pretty fucking horrible situation, top to bottom. Again, he doesn't talk about any of the other allegations, at least not yet. I imagine he probably will going forward, especially the ones from the coworkers and the DMs. But anyway, just wanted to give a quick update on all of this, and that's about it. See ya.
See ya, Moise. Hey, man. Hey, man, that was a good little video, man. I like that, guys. I really, really did. I really, 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 really did. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That was a nice little video. But, hey, I'm going to rate that. Well, honestly, let me tell you what I think about it. Man, that's just a crazy situation to be in. If he abused her, did things to her, that's crazy, that's wrong. 10 billion% that's wrong, you're a bad person. Okay? You go jump off a bridge. Okay? With no parachute. You know what I'm saying? And then, if she is lying, and this is all a commotion, this is bad too. Like, that's bad too. She's not gonna get no punishment though, and that's the crazy thing. Then I'll feel bad for Justin. I'll come back on here and I'll say, I'll take back what I said. I feel bad for Justin. You feel me? But as of right now, the way he's going, like, this is not good for him. You feel me? It's not. You know what I'm saying? To be in a position like that is crazy, especially a false arrest. Does that mean that you got in jail for the wrong thing or like for some bullshit? I don't even know. I'll look it up. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bad to be handling that. That must be hard. You feel me? Wonder what's going through his head right now. You know what I'm saying? Or even if he did something and she's lying because she's just feeling bad about something, that's even worse. That's just pettiness at that point. And it's just like honestly, this whole situation is bad. You feel me? This whole situation is just bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give that a cool 6, man. I ain't gonna lie. A cool 6, man. You feel me? Cause that's just crazy to be in, honestly. So, you know, hey, if I'm gonna say this though, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Welcome to the family. If you're honest, hey, welcome to the family. You feel me? I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you have a good day. Tell your mammy I love her. Hey, and I'm gonna catch you on the flip side, man.